Cum e greu?
Clientul meu ușor dacă
When I was telling the minister, in many countries, we often, on this day, often call on government to establish institutions and to pass legislation. I didn't have to do that. Exactly. So now it's the procedures and the processes rather than the legal framework and institutions.
And training as well.
Oh, really?
It's also Eureka had the kind of cross-government coordination Friday activity and it's just about how the government works together and we don't always get this right. Discipline our teams together so that they sponsor the health services and other services and then stop these things. Bodies in government.
I have to say, your state secretary from the Ministry of Justice did a
He did a good job, yes.
very very well outlined, very well delivered. I took a lot of notes. When it's a speech like this, you kind of listen, but he did excellent in categorizing it. So I just wanted to
I'm proud to hear that.
and clearly they are also proud about the work they do. So you could see the passion, which was so refreshing.
This is the State Secretary of
Yes,
the office. He became secretary. Oh, I see.
Where is he coming from? Where is he coming
But I'm impressed with all the number of ministries, and I think on Friday I was also there. But where do you see the most difficult intermediary coordination? Where's the most difficult So that's law enforcement side? Taking statements of their difficult.
What could they possibly ask you? We saw that,
If there's violence in the home, it usually does affect children. But it's fun. In a weird way, it's the same problem in many countries. There's government willingness, but it's getting and then for the complainants, so those are still problematic. Most important is actually to stop it from happening. What is this that makes the social harm side? Oh, but it's perfect, even for me. I'm coming from the Caribbean, so I'm not used to this cold. I was very worried over the weekend. All right, let's take science. Also in gender-based violence? Oh, very good. Oh, I'm very happy with that. So they have the clothes of what people were wearing. Yeah, that's always so forceful. It has nothing to do with what you're wearing, right? But I'm also, Ambassador, curious about the social norms that condone family violence and violence against women in the home. And that's the part that's very difficult to address.
But it's not impossible.
But not impossible. In many countries, UNFPA does some very interesting work on social. Wow! I'm just in many countries, UNFPA does a lot of very good work on social
Women who are in shelter after 3+3 months, they would go to be accommodated in the social housing and be enrolled in some of the government programs for employment to avoid redundant because that problem is not dependency make them get into the same cycle of violence. So the first it increases the divorce rate now lately. Before it was a big shame kind of. Still in the rural areas because there's a lot of stigma around that. But in the cities, reports is, I don't know now the it's like
But next year I think we need to outside of
women tended to compare it's a really young generation. Had to be their experience of so
It's a very active office. Hey, you're really overseeing. Yeah, because Sweden does have several ambassadors. So management, their management ambassador, Oh, you're gonna run away? Okay. Is your car here? You know, in every country, you have these events called government to pass legislation and to set up institutions. They've done it both. So what's the next step?
They haven't done it all in legislation.
There you go. I thought they started it. They haven't started it.
Now, Ministry of Justice, from what I understand, agency after justice will pass amendments to the criminal code
For defining femicide.
yes, or I don't know all of it, but also including different forms of violence which are not properly like that. I didn't go through all the details about that. Actually, there is a discussion in faculty of law
Okay.
on proposed amendments by experts.
Good.
And we'll have to see what comes out. So it is, it's not yet done.
I see.
But once the legislation is done, then on the side of protection, there will be a need for more services. More services. Yeah. So yes, because there are all those like they go report to police. Somewhere police acts properly, some not.
Yeah, the Minister of Justice was mentioning law enforcement, where it becomes so difficult for law enforcement even to take like forensic evidence, or to take statements. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
First, because one side there is big rotation in the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So now they're constantly going on the trainings, but it needs to be sensitive. All this stuff needs to get constantly trained because they change. So it's constant investment, but even if they get trained, they don't have the possibility. We're moving quite with a I know, we're moving quite.
Thank you so much for making it.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous day. I know. I was worried it was going to rain.
Like crazy.
It's cold, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I knew in your country it's only been 3 months, but I'm very glad to join by I know, I have to do that. Yes. I hope after next week we have our mission, big missions coming. But I hope next week I'm available. I'm told that towards Christmas it will start getting quiet. If you're around, that's a great time.
Because, you know, yesterday elections in Romania, so 4 years ago. We are still shocked. But we have a chance to first in the country.
How's that going to yes.
She's innocent.
Okay,
The 6th of October.
we'll have the first elected president So to join Madame Sando on that side. That's great. Exactly. Oh, that's an amazing symbology. The vote turnout from very high, I think. Yeah. I have no idea.
To get to the gate,
I'm the newest comer to the city. I don't know. Well, we're going to the Arc of Via.
what we have, for example,
But then, despite having women leadership, despite having female leadership, this issue of gender-based violence.
He recognized you with the camera. I wasn't sure.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
So the minister was suggesting that the legal framework
Sexual violence.
Sorry, I hope it can be solved rapidly. In particular during night time to deal with health issues, absolutely.
The model, the message, whether it works like a visual.
Midnight, wow, and they can't get you? Not at the hospital, did you have
I'm so impressed. I think we need to have a photo. She already knew.
You're going to put your what? Okay. Yeah. This is a bit something I added once. I tell you an anecdote. In January I organized sidewalk and I hurt my arm and then was attracted and I went to medical. They were great, but as you say, they checked everything. They started to talk about cancer. I said, people can have their arm. To check for all possible sickness and just look if it's broken. Sometimes they exaggerate, like over medication a bit. But anyway, the important thing is that get help very fast. And then when it's time for Christmas, just keep Thanksgiving, I guess, but at least Christmas you are there. I think it's these days, I understand in the US is quite a strong tradition, and people follow it very much. Where is this?
Doi, trei.
Da. Unde ești? Da.
And also on this side as well. Should we back that close to the road?
I have to get my glasses.
Bună dimineața! Bună dimineața tuturor! Wow, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Pistorina German, the many ministers in the House, members of the civil society, members of the media. It is just an amazing show of solidarity today. We stand in solidarity. Today's theme is starting the 16 days of activism. This year's 16 days of activism against gender-based violence is focused on femicide. As we gather here today, many countries, many people are gathering at the same time, marking and standing in solidarity with women who have been violated against, but also in solidarity with the friends and families of women who've lost their lives. So this is really in some ways a solemn get together, but I cannot be hiding my enthusiasm and my utter joy in seeing so many of you donned in orange. The Secretary General's Unite 20 by 2030 campaign on violence against women has galvanized so many people around the table. I thank all of you, especially the National Agency for Gender-Based Violence. Oh, Doamna Minister is also here, sorry. I just saw her. Hello. we're absolutely delighted to be joined by so many people of influence in your country. It shows that you're taking this issue seriously. In many countries where I've served before, we always ask government to pass legislation, establish institutions. Here, all I need to say is keep at it. Let's eradicate. There's no excuse for this violation of the rights of women. Let's keep at it. And I thank all of you and our partners, UN agency heads who are all here, and our funders and our development partners, ambassadors, for joining us today. Thank you.
Bună dimineața tuturor, vă salut și eu cu mare drag. În anul 2023, 21 de femei au fost ucise. 5224 de femei au apelat la linia fierbinte pentru ajutor. 5723 de ordine de restricție de urgență au fost eliberate. 798 de ordonanțe de protecție au fost emise. 788 de ordine de restricție au fost încălcate. Sunt cifre dureroase pentru că în spatele lor sunt destine reale, femei, fete care au suportat o formă sau alta de violență și care își poartă durerea și suferința undeva alături de noi, în satul, în orașul, în municipiul, în comunitatea noastră. Este o tragedie națională și o realitate dură pe care suntem datori să o recunoaștem, să vorbim despre ea, să raportăm cazurile și să încurajăm femeile victime să nu tacă. Nu există nicio scuză pentru violență, iar activismul nostru zi de zi și an de an împotriva oricărei forme de violență poate și trebuie să dea rezultate. Eforturile depuse pe platforma Consiliului Național Coordonator, pe platforma Agenției Naționale de Prevenire și Combatere a Violenței împotriva femeilor și a violenței în familie, pe platforma Parlamentului, Guvernului, în mod special a Ministerului Afacerilor de Interne. Vă mulțumim mult, doamna ministră, că am făcut împreună o echipă extrem de bună și îmbunătățim de fiecare dată cadrul normativ pentru a preveni acest fenomen grav cu care ne confruntăm. Mulțumim de asemenea doamna ministra Veronica Moraru Mihailov, la fel, pentru implicarea de care dați dovadă de fiecare dată când este nevoie să venim cu anumite modificări legislative. Toate eforturile autorităților sunt orientate spre a schimba această situație. Putem deja vorbi despre o dinamică pozitivă, pentru că este în creștere numărul femeilor tinere, în mod special, care raportează actele de violență în familie chiar de la primul incident. Tot mai multe femei apelează la serviciile existente pentru victimele violenței și trebuie să creștem eforturile noastre astfel încât toate femeile care au nevoie de ajutor să știe că îl vor primi și că vor fi protejate. Asta înseamnă că există mai multă încredere în autoritățile de la Chișinău, în autoritățile de la nivel local, teritorial. Totodată, eforturile de prevenire și intervenție nu trebuie să se oprească. Trebuie să fie multidimensionale și să includă educația, sprijinul juridic și psihologic, precum și politici care să promoveze egalitatea și să protejeze drepturile tuturor. Noi cu toții ne dorim să trăim în pace și armonie, ne dorim o societate sigură, tolerantă și inclusivă, iar egalitatea de gen este fundamentală pentru democrație și securitate. De aceea, pentru a consolida pacea și a crește prosperitatea țării, trebuie să ne unim eforturile și să spunem împreună cu voce tare, nu violenței în bază de gen. Ne alăturăm cu toată determinarea noastră acestei campanii globale, 16 zile de activism împotriva violenței față de femei și fete. Și vom munci în continuare pentru a apropia ziua când vom putea zice: suntem o țară liberă de violență și toate femeile și fetele din Moldova sunt bine și în siguranță. Știu că până atunci e mult, e treabă multă, dar eu mă angajez să merg ferm până într-atât de departe, până unde se poate ajunge în această luptă și, cel mai important, sunt fericită că merg alături de voi. Vă mulțumesc pentru tot ce faceți, toate femeile și fetele, de la nord la sud, de la vest la est, din societatea civilă, parteneri de dezvoltare, femei care au ținut rândurile de-a lungul timpului și au demonstrat curaj, viziune și putere în această luptă. Contez pe fiecare dintre dumneavoastră și împreună, cu siguranță, vom reuși. Mulțumesc!
Did you want to say something, Minister?
Doamnele ministre sunt foarte modeste. Da, cu adevărat avem niște ministre foarte modeste, dar eu tare mult mă bucur că guvernul nostru are mai multă egalitate de gen, echitate, incluziune, avem mai multe femei în actul de guvernare, la fel ca și în Parlamentul Republicii Moldova. De aceea asta înseamnă de a face diferența, pentru că inclusiv proiectul de lege care prevede noțiunea de femicid în premieră introdusă în cadrul legislativ al Republicii Moldova este datorită eforturilor unor femei remarcabile din Guvernul Republicii Moldova, dar și din Parlamentul Republicii Moldova. Mulțumesc încă o dată!
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I'm sort of emceeing right now, but my Romanian's a little rusty. This next 2 weeks, there are going to be hundreds of activities around Moldova, some of which supported by UN agencies, some of which totally on their own with civil society, with municipalities, with government entities. So I really salute all of those. I salute all my UN agency colleagues who are here, UNFPA, UN Women, UNDP, IOM, UNHCR, UNICEF, ILO, all of them organizing events, just to name a few, all of them hosting, WHO, hosting events and organizing events with their partners. So thank you all very, very much. I think that calls it a beautiful, it's already very beautiful morning. Before the weather turns on us, maybe we can start going back to our office. Thank you all so very much for being here today and for really standing in solidarity with all the leaders that fight to end this scourge, this violation of women's human rights, that fight at every level, and to stand and thank you all for standing in solidarity with all men and women who fight against this scourge. Thank you and have a wonderful day. A group photo, and now we get together for a group photo. So please join us here on the natural podium.